in?
Yeah, you need a little more in. People want more of you and less of me. So you mentioned what's wrong with Adrien Broner as a fighter. We know that's an interesting topic, but more interesting to me perhaps, and I think to a lot of people out there, is what's wrong with Adrien Broner as a human being, and what is our response as boxing fans and people who love the sport? Because it's easy to dump on Adrien Broner. It really is. He makes it incredibly easy. Just look at the nonsense he did with Jim Gray last night and Jesse Vargas after his fight. Which, by the way, if you look, he didn't act like that when the cameras weren't on. When he and Jesse Vargas were at the center of the ring, and before they gave him a microphone, it was like a regular talk. And then if you look later in the fight, after his little nonsense on the camera, they're over there with the boxing writers. They showed him again talking to all the writers over there, because they bring the fighters over there to give comments sometimes. And they were, again, fine with each other. So it's all kind of like showy stuff, I feel like, so when I see Adrien Broner, I feel sad, because I feel like he is a human being who doesn't know how to act or how to control himself. And I feel like he tries to do, like, he thinks he's doing one thing, but he's doing another thing. Like, I think he thinks he's being a better promoter when he acts like a fool, but he's not. He's just embarrassing himself in the sport. And
yeah, so there's so that's something boxers have done, right? Tried to promote themselves by taking on some sort of alter ego or personality, whatever you want to call it. And it seems like maybe that's what he's trying to do, but he's so over the top in the way that he does it that it's not.
He doesn't know what to do and when to do it and how to do it.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
I guess I don't know what the point is. He is still getting fights and he's still on TV, so.
Yeah, and I don't. Are there Adrien Broner fans? We had this conversation earlier today. I was like, are there? Because I don't see them anywhere.
Kelsey asked. I said assuredly there are, because aren't there always fans of somebody? But it would be. What if there's not? Then that would be just a sure sign of how over the top.
I just don't know why you would be a fan of Adrien Broner. Now, I will say that, and we talked about this as well, last night, Michael Woods from New York Fights and Ring Magazine, etc., he tweeted out something about how he liked Adrien Broner, or I don't know the exact words, but basically that he appreciated Adrien Broner because Adrien Broner was authentic. And I gave that some thought, because first I was like, no, how dare you? But then I was like, that's true. He is authentic. Maybe he might be authentic. I just said something where it would indicate where he wasn't. But at the same time, maybe he's just batshit crazy all the time. And do you see what I'm saying? Maybe
so
these
if
are just
that is how he changes from talking to people to being in front of a camera, and that's authentically Adrien Broner.
And I guess
that's hard to judge, right?
Right.
So what I saw last night is during the interview with Jim Gray, I saw somebody who said some completely asinine things.
Some of it was
that made
racist.
Me cringe. A lot of it was offensive, and it was childish.
Yeah,
it was just so childish. But then I saw somebody who in the next he said something about his former trainer.
Well, and
I was like, oh, that was the kindest thoughtful, I thought that was really kind and thoughtful thing to say, to not be I left my old trainer in the dust. I don't need that guy. He didn't do anything. Sometimes you leave relationships and they're on bad terms. And I thought this person literally I just heard him repeatedly make comments about somebody's acne and then turn around and say something thoughtful and kind.
So weird. He's complex. Anyway, so that's our show. Thanks for watching. We don't ask people to comment, or subscribe, and we won't.
Yeah, I don't like that.
We won't do that.
We won't do it.